Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm President Laura Freed. Welcome to the 113th Maine College of Art and Design Commencement Ceremony. At this time, I would like to welcome Paul Geppert, Dean of Undergraduate Studies, to the podium for the invocation.
You can all sit, by the way. We've come together today to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. In gratitude for the brightness and joy that each of them have brought to all of us, I invite you to quietly reflect on your own wishes and hopes for them. Gather up, you've paid your dues, stitched and molded and forged into something new. Gather up, there is a journey to begin. Take new paths, but stay within sight of each other. Gather up, a shadow threatens. Stay bright. The darkness is not impenetrable. Gather up, go forward today on your own path, but stay tethered together. Gather up.
Thank you, Paul. To the amazing, awesome, courageous, and talented class of 2024, congratulations. To the families and friends of our graduating students who have joined us today to support you, we are so grateful for you and glad that you are able to join us. Students, please stand and face the audience, and then join me in giving a round of applause to your family, friends, and loved ones. Who are able to join us today. Thank you all for your support. To the Board of Trustees, who have been so supportive, generous, and encouraging. To the brilliant faculty, dedicated staff, and friends of this college who are celebrating with us today, thank you for joining us and welcome. The class of 2024 has experienced more in the last 4 years than anyone could have ever imagined. Oh, you can sit down. Sorry. I appreciate your discipline. I'll start that again because I was talking to you. The class of 2024 has experienced more in the last 4 years than anyone could have ever imagined. In the midst of all we cannot control, it feels like art might not matter. But I say, art matters more than ever. Yes. As the famous composer Leonard Bernstein said and reminded us, while artists can't stop wars and can't change the course of events, their work, your work, has the power to do very important things, the power to change people. Art can embolden and encourage people, and guess what? People change the world. You have creativity. Your creativity, fueled by your empathy, is your superpower. Hearing you all talk about your thesis work really impressed me. I was impressed by your ideas. I was impressed by your connection to each other and the collaborative, joyful teamwork that is the hallmark of the class of 2024. Together, you accomplished more than anyone thought you could, and you did it with humor, humility, and appreciation for the privileges you have experienced. Artists, designers, and teachers, you all learned that when you work passionately, it does not feel like work. It actually feels invigorating, like a calling. It's something that doesn't exist before you create something. That work's not easy. Sometimes there are moments. Sometimes it feels frustrating and hopeless. But with the help of teachers and supporters, and a shout out to your friends and classmates, you kept at it. You trusted that sometime, somewhere, something would click. And something did click, or you wouldn't be here right now. So I hope you take these lessons to your heart. When you leave here, you may lose your way from time to time. We all do. But you have an advantage. You have experienced success, creative success. You can repeat the lessons you learned. Set a short-term goal. Focus on it. Do it well. Stay true to what you believe in. Take a breath. Experience the sense of accomplishment that I hope you're experiencing right now. That sense comes from a job well done. And after that step, move on to the next step. As students, you have learned that if you start with answers and certainty, you will end with a question. But if you start with questions and give yourself time, you will end with certainty. And then looking back, you will see that step by step, you created that path that becomes the fulfillment of your ideas. In fact, life is best understood looking backwards. When we look back, we see that often we are most fulfilled when we are giving to someone else rather than receiving. We have been reminded that giving is not always about material things. Taking care of others, being empathetic, being in touch with your own emotions is much more important than we would have thought. Here, or there, at the college, particularly during these past 4 years, we all learned how important it is to watch out for each other and lift each other up in times of difficulty. It is far too easy to find out what separates us from one another. We come from different cultures, we have ancestors from different places, and we may be going far away after we leave here. But I advise you, wherever you go, look for what you have in common rather than what separates you. You all have your college experience in common and shared values. You know what excellent work is. And this unites you as a graduating class. When you go out into the world, remember to try to look for what you have in common with other people. Take your Maine College of Art and Design community with you. Keep the lessons of your faculty in your minds and in your hearts. If you do that, no matter what happens in life, their advice will be right here in your head, right there with you. You have achieved something significant today. You have learned something deeply. You have shared generously, and that is golden. I hope it is a comfort to know that no one can take these connections away from you. You will always have this shared experience. You will always be Maine College of Art and Design graduates. I personally am so grateful to each and every one of you for having the courage to take on the challenge of learning and creating. Your work, your stories were really thought-provoking. I was impressed by your honesty, vulnerability, and real burning desire to share your personal history and reflections with each other. So many in this class shared memories of growing up, both the good times and the bad times. Your work, your art reflects your desire to make this a better, safer, more equitable world. Your commitment to the environment, to inclusivity and belonging, and freedom of expression is clear in your work as is your appreciation for play and exploration. As you walk across the stage today with your art projected on the screen, do so with confidence in the knowledge that while you may be finishing your studies, your contributions to the world are just beginning. One question I imagine you will ask when you are graduating, you know the question is, what's your dream job? What's next? Some of you will not have an immediate answer. Even after 4 years of college, 2 years of graduate school, or 1 year of teacher education, most of us aren't quite sure exactly what's next. If the past few years have taught us anything, it's that sometimes it's best to take one step at a time. As your storyboard showed us, even big dreams are made of small seeds. Take it step by step. Know that whatever it is you will face, you can do it. We are all here today to cheer you on, to say bravo for a task well done, and to celebrate the beginning of this next chapter of your lives. Congratulations. I am now so very pleased to welcome Catherine Yates, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to deliver a message on behalf of the board.
Thank you. I've been told I look like a Muppet behind this podium, so bear with me. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you, class of 2024, your parents and families, our Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honored guests, and friends, to the Maine College of Art and Design's 113th commencement ceremony. The board and I are very proud to be here with you today and to witness this moment and share it with you. As chair of the Board of Trustees and a longtime volunteer, I've been privileged to witness how hard you work, the discipline, the thought, the collaboration that brought you to where you are. Congratulations, you made it. To President Laura Freed, our extraordinary faculty, and all the staff that work tirelessly to support our graduates, thank you. The past few years have been unlike any other, and we're all so lucky to have such a dedicated team of educators and administrators at the Maine College of Art and Design. To your families and friends, thank you as well. We know you also worked hard. I was wearing my Maine College of Art and Design hat recently, and a graduate from both our BFA and MFA program noticed and talked to me about how profound his experience was. 20 years later, he's still making art, sculpture, still using the skills he learned, and also using the CRIT process to manage people. So before I go, just a few words of advice. Be kind to yourselves and to one another, especially when you're disappointed. Know there's a community here who care about you and wish you well. Embrace your role as visual philosophers. We need you to help us see and better understand our world. Keep testing yourself. Be brave, not reckless. And finally, to paraphrase the great late John Lewis, make good trouble, and please keep making and teaching good art. As you receive your diploma today, you will join Maine College of Art and Design graduates all over the world as alumni of the college. Remember that the doors are always open for you. Come back and see us often. Keep us posted on your victories, your journey. Stay in touch with one another. Maine College of Art and Design will always be your home, and we can't wait to see where you're headed. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. I am now pleased to present Diane Garthwaite for the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. Diane, please join me at the podium. Diane has played a significant role at the college as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Chair of the Board's Facilities Committee, and through her leadership and support of all of us. She has shepherded initiatives that have increased and improved campus housing. Shout out to the new Erling Residence Hall. Yes? Yeah, on Oaks, and other residences we're working on. That hall just opened in 2023, just in time to house 100 more students. Diane has been instrumental in helping to plan for the college's future. Her support of our projects will expand our educational reach and our studio space for artists and designers in the coming year. And we're so lucky that she's helped us to connect, collaborate, and thrive. She's a lifelong patron of the arts and a support of education. She provides pivotal expertise on ways that we at Maine College of Art and Design can best achieve our goals and our vision for the future. Prior to her work with us, Diane served as a board member of the Cambridge School of Weston and at the Fairweather Street School in Cambridge. Diane is also president of her family's Algar Foundation. And before joining the board, she enjoyed a successful career as a landscape designer, and I will say chicken breeder. Produces the best eggs in the state. Diane, we are honored to have you join us for the college's 113th commencement. For your leadership in creating living spaces where student artists at Maine College of Art can thrive, for your support of creative community and lifelong learning in art and design, for your advice and guidance, which has so deeply impacted our strategic plan, and for your ongoing support of the college and belief in our vision of the future. Ian is coming. Maine College of Art and Design grants you its highest distinction, the highest distinction we can grant to anyone. Oh my God. The honorary oops.
Having a little technical difficulty today.
You can do it.
In art, I thought it would be better upside down first.
Okay. Maine College of Art and Design grants you its highest distinction, the Honorary Doctor of Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Diane Garthwaite. Congratulations. I am now very pleased to present Rebecca Sugar for the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. An animator, big sigh, director, singer, and songwriter, Rebecca Sugar has paved the way for authentic LGBTQIA stories in animation. Growing up in Silver Spring, Maryland, Rebecca brought their early writing and painting education to the comics they feverishly drew in their free time. Rebecca went on to attend the School of Visual Arts in New York City, where they wrote, directed, and collaborated on several animated short films. After graduating with a BFA in animation, Rebecca brought an uncompromising spirit to mainstream cartoons as an artist, writer, and songwriter for the series of Adventure Time. Her unique combination of humor and heartache caught Cartoon Network's attention and led to the creation of Rebecca's very own show, a sci-fi fantasy action comedy called Steven Universe, dedicated dedicated to her brother Stephen. The series, which ran for 6 years, became a way for Rebecca to explore her complex relationship with popular cartoons as a queer kid who felt at home with her vibrant creative family, but kind of alienated by the wider world. Her children's sci-fi saga about a different kind of guardians of the universe, of the galaxy, the Crystal Gems, and their half-gem little brother Stephen has aired in 187 countries. Audiences have expressed their eternal love for Pearl, Ruby, Sapphire, Amethyst, and the rest of the gang. Steven Universe is credited with changing the landscape of animated shows. Rebecca has written over 60 songs for animated television and served as executive producer of Steven Universe the movie, and Steven Universe Future. And she recently released her first independent EP, Spiral Bound, inspired by 3 years of journaling in spiral bound notebooks. Rebecca, for your many achievements in fighting for a more inclusive environment, both on screen and behind the scenes in the entertainment industry, for creating stories and characters that help LGBTQIA youth feel seen, represented, and understood, and for your fearless pursuit of new ways to iterate, innovate, and express your thoughts and ideas through animation, storytelling, and music. Maine College of Art and Design grants you its highest distinction, the Honorary Doctor of Fine Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Dr. Rebecca Sugar. Now, Dr. Sugar will give our commencement address.
Hi. I want to begin by thanking you for having me here to share this moment with you. I've prepared a speech, and that speech is a song I've written for you, because I've written more songs than speeches, and I would like to say what I mean as best I can. But first, I do have a few words. I was so moved by your kind invitation and thrilled that my work on Steven Universe might have been an inspiration to you. Over a decade later, it's hard to describe what it was like when we were first inventing the show. I was still pretty fresh out of art school and alive with the idea of making something as uncompromising as my independent comics for animated TV. I'd been working on Adventure Time, where I'd been given a shocking amount of creative freedom. I wanted to pay that forward and assembled a team of the most sharply opinionated artists I could find. I tried to make room for all of our favorite things and designed Steven Universe to be a project flexible enough to change and grow with us as we developed as artists. As showrunner, I defended the moments that were electric in the pitch room. I fought for the personal, intimate details in everything from dialogue to background art to sound design. We had no idea the show would be a mainstream success. Not when we were doing something so different. And to the network's dismay, we were not chasing success. We were chasing the stories that made us feel excited, that we wished we'd seen as kids, that we wanted to see right that moment as adults. We were being selfish, rebellious, and ridiculous. We fought for personal expression at all costs. When I reflect on the show, I'm proudest of the moments I was able to be present. My strongest memories are sense memories. The dizzying excitement of breaking a story, the ache of early mornings and late nights, the full-body sensation of finishing a drawing that just felt great, my stomach nodding and my nerves humming, the fire of knowing it would be worth it if I could just get this one amazing moment through. In uncharted territory, this is all we have to guide us. Before knowing what we want and knowing what we love, after all, these are things we get to discover along the way, we have to know how we feel. Agony, joy, fury, even boredom charts the path. I'd like to ask you to tune in and trust yourself and your body as you make your art, to chase what excites and satisfies you into the unknown. Before I finish, I feel I must address that you're graduating into a conversation about labor and technology that we must take part in to define and defend our rights as working artists. You're graduating into the middle of a debate about activism and censorship that will affect every student and citizen, and there are lives at stake. You are graduating into an era where anyone with a lack of media literacy can and will be manipulated by bad actors. We have a duty as artists, as graduates, and as people with curiosity and drive to engage with our times and relentlessly pursue a future we actually want to be a part of. But as we navigate a cultural and political landscape that treats art as a means to an end, this is what I don't want getting lost. We deserve to love the sensation of our work. The powers that be will measure our value in productivity and profit. But there is immeasurable value in the chance to know ourselves and each other through making art. Empires will rise and fall, feeding on the afterglow of a single real human experience. We're the ones having it. That, to me, is the staggering responsibility of the working artist, to stay connected to the way your art makes you feel. With that, I'd love to sing this song for you. Thank you for your gracious invitation. It's a joy to meet your class. Humbly I accept this chance to speak about the nature of our craft. If I had a dream for you as I send you on your way, it would be love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy. On the shifting sands of industry, the surface whips and scatters. Deepest is the well in you and me, collecting all that matters. Find the people thrilling you and the thing you want to say. I hope you love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy. I feel foolish handing out advice. I struggle with this daily, searching for the will and inspiration. Often only one appears when the competition's fierce and the fire is burning low. It's up to us to tend it and remember, if we can, to love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy. As you gain your mastery, never lose your sense of play. I hope you love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy.
Wow. Thank you, Rebecca. That is such a privilege to hear you sing to us. We'll have a recording of that for all of you to take home and listen to at night. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Visiting Assistant Professor and Chair of Foundation, Ben Spalding, who will give greetings from the faculty.
Seniors, congratulations. Take a moment to look around and acknowledge each other and all the hard work that has gotten you up to this point. It's been a pretty wild and strange past few years. I don't want to dwell on this too much, but when I met many of you, we are navigating a very different atmosphere of masking up, weekly tests, and many anxiety-inducing unknowns. The fact that you decided to continue with schooling in the face of so much uncertainty is inspiring. I remember for the entirety of your freshman year not knowing what you looked like. I have a very clear memory from teaching space and temporality. At the end of the semester, we decided to very quickly show each other our faces, and you all gasped. I remember Vic Scarpato saying, "Oh my God, you have a beard." And you all had faces. Well, even though I had no idea what you looked like, I knew you through your classwork, your relationships to your fellow students, and how you aided in getting through a very strange time together. So rather than give out inspirational advice as if I know anything, I want to relay what I've learned from you all. I've learned to increase my capacity for compassion. For this, I am incredibly grateful. Your care for one another goes beyond the classroom and sees each other as humans, sometimes in joy, sometimes in struggle, but always through a lens of support. You do this with faculty and staff as well. You engage with us. You come to openings and events. I can't tell you how excited to see people out dancing when I'm playing in town. But you cut through the classroom hierarchies and understand us as humans as well. I've learned to be open, to be willing, and to be vulnerable. There's a myth of the artist toiling alone in the studio, the providence of the self, my ideas, my studio, my individual success. But that is not the case here. There's no armor to crack, nor axes to grind. You've remained open, soft, yet unendingly curious. I learned to not let the difficulties of the world harden you, rather to hold yourself and others gently. I learned that real learning does not happen as an instructor in front of a group of students, but when you each take this knowledge and you're willing to help, collaborate, and scheme with each other. I've learned that success does not mean an individual rising to the top, but exists as a network of playful challenge, unconditional support, and camaraderie. I've learned fluidity and nimbleness. You all know how to navigate a time of incredible change and sometimes overwhelming emotions with grace, humor, and style. I've learned to actively remember, to listen, to hold space, to take time, to process, slow down, and mourn. In that spirit, I would like to take a brief moment to honor Bob Jenkins, a former professor here at Maine College of Art and Design who has recently passed away. His vivacity touched the lives of many students, staff, and faculty. Let us take a few seconds to sit in silence. Thank you, Bob. I've learned the importance of choosing kindness over authoritative rightness. I have learned to speak to power and injustice not as a retaliatory force, but through softness, openness, and always through a lens of understanding. I learned that trauma can be upended by play and beauty, that gender is a dance of self-discovery, that what may seem to be pieces of a broken world you're inheriting, rife with worries of war, climate crisis, and ineffective governing, is full of positive potential when handled with care and grace. I learned not to fear the future, but to trust your insight, your point of view, your potential. From you all, I've learned hope. I want to thank you all for the time you spent in class, working away on homework, late nights, wandering in the studios, making, but most importantly, teaching all of us to trust. And I'm sure your peers, faculty, Mecca and D staff would all say the same. So although you're leaving this institution, do not forget these things I've mentioned. You've taught us so much and will continue to do so. I'm so very excited to see you out in the world. Thank you all. You're all amazing. Thank you, class of 2024.
Thank you, Ben. It's great. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm Ian Anderson, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, and it's my pleasure to present this year's 2024 Eudolia Gross Service Award. The Eudolia Gross Service Award was established 40 years ago to honor Registrar Emeritus Eudolia Gross. Dola, as she was known, was the registrar from 1965 to 1982 and was completely dedicated to the school, its students, and its faculty. Each year, we recognize a Bachelor of Fine Arts senior who, during their academic career, has exemplified Dola's spirit of voluntary giving of self for the good of the college. This year, the Eudolia Gross Award goes to Charlotte Hardy. Charlotte, can you come up? Hi, how are you? Is this a surprise? Yeah, okay, you stand over here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say some nice things about you. Okay. All right. So Charlotte's nominators wrote about the countless hours, the personal time, and the energy she expended helping her fellow students. This included being the co-president of STAR, our student government organization, founding a branch of the Women in Animation Scholarship Program, and she was one of the 3 students to spearhead the trip to Ottawa International Animation Film Festival, which included fundraising and organizing travel plans with faculty, and it looked like a blast. I wish I had gone. Charlotte organized a video project, which is part of the project, the little secret project we had to get a video to Rebecca Sugar to invite them to come today at commencement, which Rebecca mentioned earlier. Charlotte is dedicated to opening doors for her classmates, not because she's asked to, but because she simply wants to. Her big heart and her passion for working with peers has been felt throughout the entirety of the college. So if everyone could give me a warm congratulations to Charlotte. Congratulations. We have a little present for you. Okay, yeah, congratulations. Great job.
Do I go this way?
Oh, you go this way, it's fine. Either way, it's good for you. Next, it's my pleasure to welcome Midori Morrow, this year's Master of Fine Arts student speaker, to the podium. Please give her a warm welcome.
Okay. Good morning, class of 2024, Mecca and D faculty, and our family and friends joining us today. I'm honored to be speaking with you as the MFA in Studio Arts speaker. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024 who are about to become Masters of Fine Arts. Okay, today I would like to tell you about my first assignment at the Maine College of Art and Design. It was my first day in graduate school, and we began this program with a 9-week summer intensive. And when they tell you intense, they mean intense. I was really nervous. I had no idea what to expect. Was I going to be asked to make a piece on my first day? Would I be asked to explain the meaning of art? No. Instead, I was given a pretty simple exercise. We were gathered in Osher Hall, and they asked us to write questions on a prompt for 5 minutes straight. Any question that came to mind was to be written down, but not answered. They told us to keep asking the questions, think about them later. What was the first prompt of my Masters of Fine Arts program? Aliens. I kept this list in my sketchbook, and I also asked my peers for some of their lists, and I'll share a few of them with you now. My first question was the standard, do aliens exist? Pretty normal. Then, would aliens like pizza? What about avocado toast? Do aliens make entertainment media about us? How would the existence of aliens impact the way we position ourselves in the universe? That's a small one, you know. What type of humor do aliens have? How would an alien feel about ALF? Alien time zones. And then some questions from my peers included, what if hostile? You wrote that one. Do you believe? Why do you believe? What benefit is there to knowing? What is their capacity for gravity? Alien social media question mark. The success of this exercise and the prompt of aliens is that it's almost impossible to actually answer them. We then could quickly move forward with our questioning and let it flow to places we typically wouldn't. This exercise became an anchor for the core of my learning in this master's program, of how to ask a really good question. We have learned how to create work that asks questions of our audience and provokes them to ask questions back. I've come to understand that the reasoning behind all of this is not to find a concrete answer, but instead to move forward to the next question. As far as answers go, some advice I've gotten over the last 2 years is that my big grad school questions might not be resolved for years, if ever. And does that seem like really frustrating? Because for myself and my peers, that's so frustrating to be told that you're gonna ask all these questions and then they won't, maybe not be answered. But now that I think about it, isn't it wonderful that I have all the time in the world to seek out these answers, to be okay with the possibility that they might not exist? 2 years wasn't enough to find my answers. It was simply a time to supply me with the tools to do so. And now that our time at Mecca ND has ended, we must take these tools and use them. Universally, our role as artists is simple and yet profound, to point towards the things that matter with the hope that others will look. And we do so by starting with a question. What do I care about? What do I want others to see and to feel, to experience, to sit with? We provoke thought and we evoke emotions through asking these questions and then responding to them. Not only are we creating something for others to look at now, but we are also leaving behind a record of what we cared about at this moment in time. Art is the most human form of communication that can transcend language and remind others of our shared humanity. We are the storytellers of our time, and we have the opportunity to inspire others to not just look, but to see, to feel, to search for knowledge, for humanity, and not only listen, but to hear. And finally, to my fellow graduates, I am thankful to have been a part of this talented group of artists, and growing alongside you has challenged me in ways that will continue on for the rest of my career. I look forward to seeing what you all create next and what questions it brings up for each of us. I look forward to the shift in interest and mediums that will happen throughout our careers. And more than anything, I look forward to the time when we all begin to resolve some of the questions from these last 2 years of our lives, because we can't think about them right now. So to send us off to the next stage of our lives, I ask you, what will your next question be?
No, you can go. Yeah. You're good. You're good. Thank you, Midori. Okay. President Freed, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Maine College of Art and Design's 2024 candidates for the completion of their degree. These candidates in the Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art program, the Master of Arts in Teaching, and the Bachelor of Fine Arts have qualified in all respects, have been recommended by the faculty, and approved by our Board of Trustees. I commend them to you with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining on this 10th day of May, 2024. We will now confer the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Tracy Cockrell, Chair of the MFA in Studio Art, will join us for the hooding of the graduates. President Freed and Ann Dennison, our registrar, will assist in receiving the candidates. we ready? All right, here we go. Emily Elizabeth Bukowski, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Yeah, this time. You're gonna get that one. Yeah. Wait. Drew Eastwood, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Kate Gallagher, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Taylor Anna Glenn, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Hannah Paige Hansen, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Ian McFarlane, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Congratulations. Adam Jason Masterman, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Midori Moro, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Caitlin Peters, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Samantha Shields, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Kayla Spaeth, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. And finally, Sheza Willis, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art. Sheza. And one big congratulations to the MFA class of 2024. Awesome, thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome this year's Master of Arts in Teaching student speaker, Laisa Palomo, to the podium. Do you want me to say Palomo Johnson? Laisa Palomo Johnson to the podium. I got so excited about trying to get the pronunciation right that I left it off. Good luck, thank you.
Good morning, President Freed, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and class of 2024. If you can hear me, put your hand on your head. If you can hear me, put your finger on your nose. And if you have no idea what's going on, don't worry, it's a teacher thing. That said, let me introduce myself. I'm Laisa Palomo Johnson, and on behalf of the MAT 2024 cohort, I would like to say thank you all for being here today, to the Maine College of Art and Design staff, to our wonderful professors, to our friends and family. Thank you all for your unending support through what I can only describe as being a 10-month sprint to fulfill our dreams of being educators and in making a difference in our students' lives. We're all feeling a little tired and a little out of breath, but congratulations, we did it. When I decided to apply to this program, I knew it was a life-changing decision, and not because I was still living in Brazil at this point. Moving back to the States was the least of it. I don't think I'm alone when I say that the life-changing decision was when we decided to become teachers. I remember that very first week of class, just last August. It was still warm and sunny when we hit the ground running, creating lesson plans for summer arts camps. It was exciting and a little terrifying, and it only got more exciting and a little less terrifying as we got closer to our student teaching. We all walked into this program with a desire to share our passion for art with others, and with a deep understanding of how important art is in our lives and in the world. It's what has brought us all here today and what has been connecting us since the beginning of humanity, as Midori so nicely put in her speech. Even though we're celebrating our conclusion of the program, this is, of course, as they say, only the beginning. And it's been such a privilege to study and learn alongside this wonderful group of educators and artists. We've had each other's backs through each crisis and through each victory. As we close our journey today and earn our masters, we are prepared to enter a future world that needs educators and teachers more than ever. And as I close my address, I would like to quote a great Brazilian educator, philosopher, and activist, Paulo Freire, who said that the teacher is, of course, an artist, but being an artist does not mean that he or she can make the profile, can shape the students. What the educator does in teaching is make possible for the students to become themselves. No matter where our journey takes us next, I know we will all be a shining light for our future students to discover and to become themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Liza. We'll now confer the degrees for the Master of Arts in Teaching. Oops. Rachel Somerville, Chair of Art Education, will join us for the hooding of our graduates. President Freed and Ann Dennison, Registrar, will assist in receiving the candidates. Hi. Okay. Alston Armstrong, Master of Arts in Teaching. Laisa Balomo Johnson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Lily Salino, Master of Arts in Teaching. Katie Corser, Master of Arts in Teaching. Elizabeth Eugenia Duffy, Master of Arts in Teaching. Clara Luce Hoffman, Master of Arts in Teaching. Andy Jones, Master of Arts in Teaching. And last but not least at all, Farron Stark, Master of Arts in Teaching. One more congratulations to the MAT class of 2024. Thank you. You did a great job. Okay. Next, it's my pleasure to invite this year's Bachelor of Fine Arts speakers, Bella May and Lauren Zervas, to the podium. All right, you ready? Yeah. All right. They're going to be awesome. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you,
Oh, thank you, Ian.
Sorry. President Freed, distinguished guests, and class of 2024 graduates. Some of you may know me as Bella. I've actually been Lauren the whole time.
And I've always been Bella. And the reason for our constant mix-up is not because we look identical.
But because we have always been seen by our peers leading together.
And often speaking in unison.
But we are both honored to be speaking in front of all of you today. It's been 4 years since most of us graduated high school in 2020.
I'm not sure if any of you remember 2020, but a worldwide pandemic happened.
Our speech is not focused on COVID, as I'm sure we all remember the challenges that we had to face, but it is worth taking a moment to recognize our determination and perseverance through those times.
We all went through it together and learned how to support and show up for one another.
We built a community here, and as we all go our separate ways and begin the next chapter in our lives, remember what Kyle Patnaud always said in Pro Studio: we are each other's future colleagues.
Some of us have found chosen families here, the people who accepted us for who we were when we were still finding ourselves.
We connected in our tight-knit community, where we shared our challenges, strengths, late nights, goals, and even meals. As a member of the sculpture family, I will miss sharing materials, laughs, each other's company, and Sunday night dinners.
And even beyond majors, we found spaces where we could get to know each other outside of our studio practices, from field trips and science classes with Deb, to visiting Coast City Comics between classes.
The collaboration between the college and the Portland community is something our class never took for granted. From opportunities for internships with alumni or connecting with local talents, we learned that Portland was a place to explore and a place we as artists could call home.
And being able to explore all different areas of interest within the college, our education has not been limited. We were encouraged to try a little of everything, and some of us literally tried everything. Like many of you know, I changed my major 3 times before finding the right one.
And I came here deciding between ceramics and metalsmithing and ended up in sculpture. Look at me now doing textiles for my thesis instead. But eventually we all found the right fit and ended up where we were meant to be.
And there are way more than a few people we have to thank for that.
I would like to express my gratitude to my high school art teachers for teaching me that I could be an artist and encouraging me to follow my dreams. Thank you, Mecca Andy, admissions counselor London, who came to speak at my high school in the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire. And after discovering the college, I knew that this is where I needed to be. My mom and I drove to Portland for an open house, and she quickly agreed that this is where my next home was. I owe the biggest thanks of all to my 2 loving parents, who have always encouraged me to pursue my love of art, even when I didn't know how to color in the lines. Thank you for trusting the process, Mom and Dad. Thomas, Terry, and Kaylee, without you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You're the best siblings I could have ever asked for and unknowingly guided me every step of the way through my college experience. My siblings probably second this next thanks, which goes to Bella and Sophie Erickson, who were my college roommates. Thanks for putting up with me and all that came with it. And I'm grateful for the Porches building and 24/7 access, as I was often here at absurd hours, but so were others, and I thank all of you too. Ben Spalding, Ling Wen Tai, Joshua Raymond, and Patricia Brace, along with every other member of the sculpture community, thank you for the ongoing support, motivation, generosity, and warmth. And Cabot, thank you for sticking by me the last few years and bringing me anything I made my mom dig out of the attic for some creative epiphany I thought that I had. I love you all, and all right, Bella, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll try and follow. Okay, so I'm still learning how to be vulnerable. It's something I'm still learning how to do. So just give me a second. Okay, thank you to my mom and Fia and Nico and my aunt and my cousin and my yaya and my amazing partner Autumn, along with all of my friends for being supportive of me. The chosen family I have found here is one that I hope will always be a part of my life. And I want to thank all of my peers and professors for accepting me for all that I am. You have all shown and taught me so much as a person, an artist, and a friend. And the lessons I have learned here are ones I will always carry with me, from illustrating to self-growth. And I want to leave you all with a piece of advice. Change is inevitable, and it can be scary. And as we graduate today and go through this transition together, remember to give yourselves grace, compassion, and patience, the same kindness you have shown each other all of these years, and know that we have a choice in who we want to be and what we want to make of our lives. I am so proud of all of my peers for being unapologetically yourselves. You have all shown me the strength in accepting change and vulnerability. We both have one last thanks to give.
Thank
you, graduating class of 2024. Stay true to who you are.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Lauren. We'll now confer the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts. Here we go. Andrew James Almas, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with a minor in music. Ana Lucia Amaral, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Printmaking with honors. Adam Anderson, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting with honors. Rebecca Arbel, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture. Jarvis Austin, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Mason Lee Bader, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Printmaking with a minor in Art History. H.G. Bradley, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Rita Brederson, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Emmy Burnham, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with a minor in music. Luke Cadena, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design with honors. London Rose Canberra, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Ella Jo Sechevich, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with a minor in Art History and with honors. Claire Christensen, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Sophie Chu O'Neill, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Regina Safune, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Miranda E. Colby, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Bailey Lynn Conant, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography with a minor in writing. Samuel Cook, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. Ali Diziel, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. I did it! Ashley DeBias, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Hope Drenning, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting with honors. Morgan Druin, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Jillian Doobie, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Madison G. Dunn, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography with honors. Violet Dykoff, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Inosakli Iwe, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Sophie Sampson Erickson, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Zane Filer, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Sabine Gaborio, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. El Galindo, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Marissa Glover, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture. Drake Goodman, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design with a minor in music. Augustus Govany, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Katie Gilmet, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Charlotte Hardy, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Jackie Hensler, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Scotty Hokinson, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Madison Hopkins, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Grace Huntley, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting with the with a minor in art and entrepreneurship, and with honors. Emmett Jorgensen, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Ceramics. Lee E. Kapantis, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Gracie Carl, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Woodworking and Furniture Design with a minor in music and with honors. Abby Kelly, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture with honors. Jess Kimball, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Paris Kirchhoff, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design with honors. Caitlin Kotelnikov, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Zachary Lynette, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Tristan McInnes, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture with honors. Natalie Janae, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Sebastian Quinlan Masters, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Sophie Masters, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting with a minor in Art History with honors. Bella May, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Griffin McKinney, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. Emma McSallis, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Metalsmithing and Jewelry with honors. Alexander Melgarejo, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Lauren Murley, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Kit Lee Moore, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design. Olivia Ellis Moore, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Zacchaeus Pachito, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with honors. Kellen Painter, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Paige Parody, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Alden Parmalee, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Renor Pavlov, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design. Connor Pendergast, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography with honors. Olivia Propek, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Ceramics with honors. Alex Rice, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture with honors. Julio Emmanuel Rivera Colon, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art, and a minor in music. Christina Rizzardi, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography, with a minor in Art History. Benjamin Solomon, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Metalsmithing and Jewelry. Tyra Jade Santana, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Vic Scarpato, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Printmaking. Scarpato. Vic Scarpato. McKenna Schwab, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Hannah Schwartz, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Catalina Michaela Scott, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Ovadia Samuel Simha, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. Alvi Slocum, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Ella Mae Spinali, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Textile and Fashion Design with honors. Abby Stevenson, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design with honors. Phoenix Stroh, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art with honors. Olivia Van Oot, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Woodworking and Furniture Design with honors. Miles Walker, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. Sam Walsh, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration with a minor in Writing. Shihan Wang, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. James C. Wright, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Theo Wright, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art, with a minor in Writing and with honors. Elias Joseph Young, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation and Game Art. And Lauren Michelle Zervas, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture with honors. And a big round of applause for the BFA class of 2024.
All graduates, please rise. This is it. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Maine College of Art and Design, by the membership and recognition accorded to the college by all our accredited agencies, by the charter granted to the college by the great state of Maine, I hereby grant the degrees of the Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art, the Master of Arts in Teaching, and the Bachelor of Fine Arts to the class of 2024. Please move your tassels from the right side to the left. Please join me in applauding the graduating class of 2024. Thank you, everyone. We are so glad you could be here today to celebrate the class of 2024. We hope you will all join us back in the Porches building for refreshments and to view the amazing work on display. Please remain in your seats while the platform party and the newly minted graduates stand and exit. Thank you so much.